afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dear Mr. Hirsch, thank you very much for this introductory word. Dear Mrs. Ramos, Monsieur Drouot, it's a great pleasure for me representing the European Commission here to announce the winners of this Mies van der Rohe Award of the 2004 edition. Before I do that, I will ask for your patience because a few words I want to share with you on the Commission's approach to all this. Thank you, Mr. Hirsch, for hosting us here today. It's so much nicer to be here than to be in one of our Commission premises, I can tell you. We would need a lot of architects to improve those ones. It's a much better context here. I would also want to say that we are here representing a partnership which lasts over more than 20 years with the Mies van der Rohe Foundation. Anna Ramos representing here as the director today. Thank you for this partnership. We support the Mies van der Rohe Foundation Enterprise with our program which is called Creative Europe. Creative Europe is a program which tries to support international art in the European Union and beyond, helping artists and the creative sectors to go beyond their frontiers, to work together, to network, and also to support them as much as we can. Creative Europe is only 10 years old, so the Mies van der Rohe Foundation was also founded, and the prize was founded by its predecessors. But I believe some of you might know that we are discussing now about the future of the programs, about the future of the founding of the Creative Europe program. We have a lot of good ideas and new ideas, but you can be pretty sure that the Mies van der Rohe enterprise is going to be part of all our reflections. Now, today we are going to praise outstanding examples of architectural works which have been produced 2 years before the award is attributed, so in the last 2 years. I believe the prize has become much more than just rewarding winners. It has actually created a huge platform all over Europe and beyond of architects and architectural work to go in a certain direction. And this certain direction is obviously much more than it used to be determined by sustainability. The way we build, how we build, where we build, and all this is in a completely different context as it used to be. Obviously not least because of the challenges we have through climate change, not least through policy options like the Green Deal, which is trying to make Europe carbon-free as of 2050. Architecture and building will be the key features for achieving these aims. Now, we have a special policy in Creative Europe. Prizes, we believe, are a very good way of creating critical masses, of bringing people together of the different cultural sectors. We have a literature prize, we have a music prize, and we have some other prizes. All this, it's not only about the few ones who will be winning the prize, it is also creating a momentum throughout Europe and beyond its frontiers to make sure that people work together who are in the artistic and cultural work. I understand there were 362 nominations for this prize, which is quite extraordinary, and particular thanks to you, President Frédéric Drouot, for the work to be able to get down to eventually, which we will announce in a moment, only 2 out of those 362. But as Mr. Hirsch said, it's important also to participate in this and to be selected in the shortlist. It is not only about winning the prize, which makes the difference. Now, architecture and architectural work will, in the world we are living in, play an ever greater role. It is inside the European Union, as I mentioned, with what we have as challenges, Green Deal and climate change. But as you know, beyond our borders, with the atrocities of wars surrounding the European Union, there will be a lot and very important roles for architects and for builders to build a new Europe. There was a very interesting report which was drafted by experts from member states, which is called Towards a Shared Culture of Architecture, which tries to establish a number of principles for architecture and for building over the next decades or so. I very much invite you to have a look at this. It's not only important for its content, it's also important for the fact that it is all the member states who have contributed to this work. And this brings me to a point which is probably arguably the most difficult one when we talk about all these ambitious changes we need. Do we have a policy? Do we really have an architectural policy? Do architects have a clear steering of where they should go and how they should build and what they should do? And I think we have in the European Union now with our President Ursula von der Leyen, who has put forward this initiative of the new European Bauhaus, for the first time probably on the European level, a political drive behind that. But I think we also need to be honest and we need to be realistic. It is a start. We are discussing, but I don't think we can go as far as saying that we already have a policy. Now, to come back to the prize and to the difficult work of the jury, I understand, and I want to read them out. You had certain criteria which you kind of put in the center of this prize awarding. One is the need to question conventional norms in architecture, which innovation, modernity, pedagogy and education, the role architecture plays in our society, this urgent need to preserve our natural landscapes and slow down urban sprawl and pressure, this conflict of rural areas versus cities, where should people live in the future, how should we live, how should we organize our lives, and finally, and this is very dear to our heart from the cultural point of view, the duty to protect and revitalize Europeans' cultural heritage. Now, I understand from the finalists you have chosen, each of the works chosen responded very well to these specific challenges. And I think even if there are only two who can win, all the others also merit certainly our admiration for having responded to all these questions. Now, enough from me talking. Now I'm going to announce the two winners for the European Union Prize for Contemporary Architecture Mies van der Rohe Awards 24. So to quote it precisely, the very long title. The first one I'm going to announce is the winner of the 2024 Emerging Architecture Award. And this award is given to the project Gabriel Garcia Marquez Library in Barcelona. And this project has been prepared by Summa Arquitectura Madrid. So that's the first one.
Aquí se entiende que la biblioteca es un palacio del pueblo y para el pueblo. Las bibliotecas están amenazadas por Google Books o Amazon y de alguna manera se pone en cuestión cuál es el valor de la arquitectura física en estos contextos digitales en el que se ofrecen tantas prestaciones y posibilidades online.
Es un lugar que entras y te invita a quedarte, te invita a curiosear y ver qué hay aquí, qué hay acá.
Sobre todo que le ha dado una vida al barrio que no tenía.
La biblioteca tiene un componente estructural muy importante y muy visible porque la propia estructura de madera se deja vista en todos sus espacios, incluso llegando a formarse como elemento de mobiliario. Todo está relacionado y diseñado bajo estos parámetros como de diseño ecosistémico que llamamos, que conforma los espacios interiores, ¿no?
And now I'm going to announce the winner of the 2024 Architecture Award. And I understand this winner is also a very young team. It is for the study pavilion on the campus of the Technical University of Braunschweig. And the architects are Gustav Düsig and Max Hacke from Berlin.
I think the very shortest thing I can say about the building is that it's open in all means. It's open in its way to be used, it's open in the way it looks from the outside, and on the inside possibilities are open. It's meant to be a space where you can randomly bump into each other. So it's a bit of a counter model to, let's say, the digital sphere, where you don't accidentally meet people.
It's full of life and people using this building inside and out. I see a really lovely mixture of interactions that we don't have at this university so far.
We wanted to create a building that really celebrates student culture. You can look at this building as a new kind of campus typology that puts the social and informal learning activities first and provides an alternative model to, let's say, a lecture hall.
Congratulations. Nothing else from my side other than inviting Frédéric Trureau, who is the president of the jury, but he himself winner of the EUmies Award in 2019, to share some words with us. Thank you.